Radio play today. I got my friend AMD1 the Great. AMD, tell our listeners a little bit about where you're from and what you got going on.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is AMD1CEO.com. You know what I mean? I'm calling in from Houston, Texas. Hip hop artist, Queen RZA. Doing my thing. 2.9 million strong. Just getting it going, and about to release my third album. And all that good stuff. I do a whole lot more than that, trying to form up the next Wu-Tang, if you know what I mean.
Forming up the next Wu-Tang. I love that. The southern version, right?
Well, kind of, sort of, because more or less, I'm originally from the Philippines.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying, East Coast. Most of my boys that I've actually teamed up with are from the East Coast. One of my first artists was actually from Brooklyn. And, he was just like, you should be out there with us. But I'm trying to do it here for Houston. And show people we got knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Real heads, real MCs, real hip hop, I should say. No rap, crap.
I love that. So you're down there in Houston, but you're from the Philippines and the East Coast. How do you relate into the music scene down there in Houston? What's it like?
We have our Slim Thugs, our Polos. We have a lot of, real big people coming out from here also. But I've noticed a lot of us for out here is mostly, you kind of get that criteria about the lean and smoking and, all that, keeping it lifted and stuff. Not really my thing, you know what I'm saying? I've always been one to my only possible liftness is when it comes to writing and comes to rhymes. So I've always kept it like, let me keep doing what I'm doing. Let me be the main head queen bee, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I could say after like 13 magazine interviews, reviews, whatnot, I earned the name Queen RZA, but I don't really go by that. You know what I'm saying? AMD1 is perfect for me. I tell a lot of people, you put an I before that, it's basically telling everybody, I am the one. As in, everybody's the one. Got to realize where you come from.
Yeah, I like that. So that's what it stands for, AMD1.
Yeah, AMD.
Man,
exactly.
That's genius. How'd you come up with that?
Actually, my initials, and actually as I was coming up, everybody would be like, yo, shorty, you got it. You're the one. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. I've had, names like Lil Dragon because I was spitting that fire. But, I just went ahead and went with that. So, let me go ahead with the antonym and keep it right. And AMD was always a short for it. So I was like, okay, I am the one, AMD1. It fit perfect. It just went along with everything I was creating. And matter of fact, right now with what I'm doing is creating a full-form group, which will be like we call it MCTMB, which stands for Monarch Class, the Medici Brain. That's going to be my next thing. And right now with what my main crew in general, mass delusions, because we already know this world is one big mass delusion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is what it is. That's my main holder right there. That's where everything comes from.
That's what's up. And you're right, man. It is one big mass illusion. You got to be careful about what you pay attention to.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what's up. I'm glad you're tapped into that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 3 albums deep. When did your last album come out?
Whew, my last one was actually mid of last year. The one before that prior, my first one that I ever dropped. Actually, I could say this would be like, well, my third one going in will actually really be my second full of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because my first one I dropped was Illuminated.
Yeah.
My second one was the Osiris Code. My third one kind of, rap and key. Want to see what happens with that. But as far as the second one's concerned, it was more or less like people were waiting. People were wanting stuff, and I was like, hey, you know what? I've got a bunch of, freestyle battles and whatnot, and let me just go ahead and give them a lost mixtape, kind of like 50 Cent did. So it is what it is. And on my first album, I had features with Soulja Boy, and I'm looking for some bigger people for my third one. So he's talking big people. So I've already been pretty much signed twice. Sony, The Orchard, VIP Music Records, shout out. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it big. So it's like everything's connected. But right now, I'm doing the whole indie thing and getting it popping so I can be out there and help everybody else that needs to get down with the program.
Yeah. What would you say the primary difference is between like the indie route and working with the labels?
I could actually say it's like this. I've learned the hard way. Actually, with it is good though, because with the indie labels, I look at it like, okay, you're doing your own thing. You're gonna get the full cut. You're gonna get your, whatever you're putting in, you're getting back.
Yeah.
Unlike, you look at it like, I could say to all you artists out there, or Major Key, when it comes to getting signed, basically it's a bank. You know what I'm saying? They're giving you what you need and letting you get all your flyers, your marketing, your promoting, your advertising, everything that goes behind you, because fact remains, you can play basketball, but if you don't have MJ behind you, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Just being real.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's real facts. And it's cool that you've worked with the labels already, so now you can kind of do your independent thing like I Am MJ.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that's what's up. How long have you been doing music?
Woo! Started rhyming about 9 years old, wrote my first rhyme at 12, started beat making. Yeah, I'm a beat maker also. AMD1 Beats, BEATC. Also, everything else that you just kind of went through, because I was doing the whole DJing thing, the MCing deal, you know what I'm saying? I did that for about a good 8 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
All the after hours clubs, all that good stuff. And I just slowly just kept climbing and was like, you know what, though? I want to keep spinning and end up in competition with all the, top female DJs out there? Or would I rather just, go ahead and pick up the mic and, didn't really leave the wheels of steel, but, I did what I had to do.
Yeah. And here we are right now. It seems like you're doing pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Trying. There's a constant grind. Like I tell people all the time, 24/7 grind mode. Never checkers, only chess moves. Just remember that. It's not an overnight celebrity thing. It's something that you got to build, and especially when going on a route like me went from, hey, I'm just going to be a rapper, to where I said, you know what? Let me make my own drink. Let me make my own clothing. Let me make my own shoe line. Let me da-da-da-da-da. Let me 50 Cent, P. Diddy, Wu-Tang the shit. You feel me? Make it happen.
Yeah, 100%. And you are making it happen. So we're almost to the end of 2019. What are your goals for the rest of the year?
Woo! Looking at another mixtape as far as like all my crew's concerned, which would be all Master Illusions, and I got about a good, I want to say 9 to 12 boys. My creation, my formation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also looking at hopefully another beat compilation, because I've already done 2 already.
Yeah.
And also maybe, of course, working on my own third full album. So that's going to be something within its own essence. And I'm looking at some real strong heads. I don't know if people are familiar out there. Jedi Mind Tricks, Buckshot, Ninth Wonder, stuff like that. Black Moon, West End. I'm going to take you way back, because I believe in, hip-hop is hip-hop. And that even though we're going through what we're going through, it's going to fade out. I think we're going to come back with some knowledge, for real.
I think so too. I mean, it all comes in waves, and we saw this about 10 years ago when all the other stuff was going on. It's all coming back. It's coming back to center hip hop, and all the real is going to last.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, all the ones, like I said, it's like everybody I look up to, well, they're, rest in peace.
Yeah.
It sucks, but, it is what it is. But I look at it like, what, if that's not really popping, then with what I'm creating, I've got enough artists right there to say, hey, you know what, north, south, east, and west, best of the best, do what you do, and just keep it going, you know what I'm saying, that knowledge born, you know what I'm saying, keep it strong.
Exactly. Man, that's amazing. I'm glad you see the vision. You see the long term.
Oh, yeah, I'm in it for the gusto.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple more questions for you, AMD. You may know this. I always ask all of our artists these last 2 questions just because we got artists all over the world. So we like to get different perspectives from different artists. You're pretty different because you've been all over the world, and you also have experience as an independent artist and as a label artist. So your advice is going to be crucial here. What would you say to somebody who's like maybe just starting out, right? And they don't have that confidence in themselves yet. What would you say to them to help them get to that level of confidence like you have and that level of proficiency?
I'm going to say right now, I'm not going to say 0 to 100 real quick, but I'm going to tell you like this, is that we all start from nothing to something. I mean, I don't give a care if you born with a silver spoon in your mouth. It goes from nothing to something, you know what I'm saying? You got to start, you got to make yourself, you got to create yourself. I always tell people, create your path, perfect your craft, whatever you're good at, keep it going. You never know what route's going to go, what's going to happen. I mean, I went from doing the little, rap and stuff or whatever. Next thing you know, they wanted me on, I did the whole cable thing for about a good 6 months straight, constant airing. And it just all depended. It was plugs that I was getting and people I was meeting. It was just unastoundable, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to even put that. It was very, very different. You got to be very distinguished in who you are. Create yourself. Be original. Stop biting. Stop copying. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I'm tired of 20 million of the same ones coming out. You know, we already, you know, people like 6ix9ine. Hey, I cut for him. I'm gonna tell you right now, he was original.
Yeah.
You know,
For
so
sure.
I look at him like a baby onyx.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, we need it. We need different type of people out there. And for anybody starting out, I'm gonna tell you right now, put your money where your mouth is. No yapping. You know, yeah, you can do the whole sell it out the back of your truck like Slim Thug did, do the damn thing, or you know what I'm saying, really get out there. And now that we have the internet and whatnot, you gotta look at it like this: you're already World Wide Web. There's no reason for you not to find any and every outlet to make it happen.
100%. 100%. Thank you for that. A lot of people need to hear that, so thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, my final question for you, MD1. This has been absolutely fantastic. We're gonna play one of your songs next. What do you want our listeners to know about you so that they can receive your music properly?
Just the way I put it. I mean, you wake up every day, look in the mirror. I am the one. Always remember that, and that goes for anybody in the world. So if you look at it like that, well, come on, AMD1 CEO. I am the corporate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
.com. And it is what it is. Everything else will follow through. Just it's a simple thing. Google me.
Shout out to AMD1. Did you want to shout out your social media or anything before we part ways?
I want to just say, okay, Twitter, I'm looking at it, you know, doing my thing on there, getting 100,000 plus, you feel me? Steady building. Same thing, AMD1_CEO. Instagram, AMD1_CEO. On my Facebooks, AMD1 Music, regular way, MUSIC, and AMD1 Beats for anybody out there looking on the BeatStars.com, you know, Airbit. You name it, I'm everywhere. AMD1 BEATZ. Get you some. You feel me? Clothing, merchandise, apparel. Lock it down. I'm going full force on them.
There you have it, the boss queen, AMD1 CEO. AMD, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great day.